What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft 2 Glory. It's been a few days since we last uploaded Draft. We had Foot Champs rewards, League SBCs, Player of the Months, Prime Icons, 2-player packs, so much in between. But we are back with Draft 2 Glory. We are on episode 13 right now. We finally won a draft again last time around. This is the first draft win in a while. I've been struggling. I feel like I'm finally finding a nice kind of place in FIFA right now. I feel like I'm really coming into my own in terms of the gameplay. As you can see on the screen, we are currently 212,315 coins in profit from the 12 drafts, in spite of the fact we've only won 2. That's actually a little higher that I haven't quite yet updated, because with the new League SBCs, I sold a lot of players that I've got as stored for exceptional prices, so I just need to go through my footage and find which players I've sold and update it. And then after that, I'd say we're probably closer to about 240,000 coins profit out of the 12 drafts so far, which is amazing. With that being said, if you could drop a thumbs up, it would be very much appreciated. You guys have been slamming the like button once again. I appreciate it. Let's try and keep over 5k likes. Now, I'm tempted to go 4-1-2-1-2 wide. I do quite enjoy it, but also the 4-2-2-2 is a pretty decent formation. It's tough. 4-2-2-2 or 4-1-2-1-2. I'm going to go 4-2-2-2. We're going to risk it. I know I'm not taking a wide player. Hopefully we get some good players to go in. I'm going to start with Messi and just have him on the bench and bring him on as a sub. Hopefully we get some really good strikers. Maybe I should have waited to see if we got the 94 Messi, but that's a bit too late now. I will happily take Muriel as well and go a La Liga theme. Muriel is actually a really good card. 4-star, 4-star, high-low. Not the greatest stamina and definitely not the greatest composure, but really good stats. And he's got a Hawk Chem style on him as well, which is obviously very nice indeed. Next up, oh my god! We've got Pele. Let's go. 4-star, 5-star. What is this? This is the baby Pele. But look at those stats. That's insane. That's insane. That's what I like to see. Pele coming in. It gives us a good opportunity to make hybrid here. Whew. I'm very happy with that. I might take Ben Arthur, you know. Pele is a good shot. I'm going to take Ben Arthur. Still got 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Really well-rounded stats as well. A little low stamina, so we'll sub him out for Messi, I guess, when his stamina goes. Ooh, James Rodriguez there. He does link because he's Colombian. I was going to say obviously he doesn't link, but he does link. And there's no other good links in here either. Giuliano potentially to get that strong link into Pele. But I'll take James Rodriguez. A really nice card right there. There's no other real Colombian midfielders that we can get in to lock in here. We do get Nzonzi, which is great actually, because if we can get like a David Alaba at left back, then James Rodriguez would get perfect chem, and then we could go for like a Varane at centre back, and then he would get perfect chem too. So I'm really happy with what we've got so far. Next up, it's given us like the same, like I swear Fabinho, Krychowiak, Wanyama and Abora were all from the same last one. I'm going to take Fabinho. Not only does he get a strong link to Pele, soft link to Ben Arthur, but he's also a fantastic card. This team is really starting to shape up quite nicely. I do need to get a nice strong defence. I guess we take Boveda. Could take Aguilar. He's got pace, but that's it. Let's take the Spanish guy. We'll probably end up going La Liga for defence anyway, depending on what we get here. Oh wow, maybe we'll go. Yeah, I'm taking Manolas. Manolas is a beast. I know Manolas is a beast. I've used him so many times. I want to take him. And we'll take Keane as well. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to link those up. We'll have to see what we get. Leighton Baines is a good shout. Ooh. There's no Calcio here. Jordi Alba's not bad. Obviously got that pace. So I'm going to take Jordi Alba. This defence is a bit mismatched right now. We need to get a couple of other players in there to really link it up. Reina gets a soft link. Donnarumma gets a soft link. I do like Donnarumma. I use him myself. Farman and Horn, no links. We're going to take Donnarumma. That's the first 11, guys. It's not a bad 11. We need to get rid of Keane, more specifically. We need a La Liga centre-back to go in that spot right there. Ooh. Well, damn. Lewandowski would be good to put up front. Get a strong link into James Rodriguez. I'm going to do it, you know. Let's do it. Let's throw caution to the wind. We do lose overall chemistry there, but we've got plenty of spaces to go. to fill up the rest of this team. Next on the list, do I have a Premier League defender? I have Keane. I'll take the Premier League manager as well. So, oh no, wait, we've got a La Liga manager, Adan. I'm going to take Adan. I'm going to go La Liga just in case we do go La Liga on the defence. I'm going to take Gulam here. It's going to be the smart choice. We're going to pop Gulam in here. And we're going to do that. And that's going to give Jordi Alba 10 chem. Would it be easier if I went... That's 76. If I do that, that's 75. That's 79. There we go. That's much better chemistry. All aboard the chem train. Next on the list is Trash. Levan Kazawa. I'm going to take him. I don't know if I'm going to play him. But I'm going to take him. Obviously, Gulam is better. But we'll keep it like that for now. We'll see what we get out of the rest of this. Come on, EA. Give me something nice. Give me something that really works. Carvalho doesn't work. Nasri, oh, wingers. All wingers. Let's take Mirallas there. A nice card. Next position is going to be Trash again. Ferry. I don't want Ferry. I could take the Calciue guy, but I'm not interested. We'll take Carrera of Watford and move on to the last pick. A nice 5 wingers. Who would I prefer? Mane or Sané? Let's go with Mane with Hunter as our sub there. My defence isn't very good. This could cost me. I do need to improve the defence. Hopefully it shows up. Ooh, Cyprian's not a bad shout. Does Cyprian get more links? I don't think he does. Is he better than Fabinho? Probably not. Let's try this. Let's pop him in there. We get 5 extra chemistry there. So he does get more links because he also links with Nzonzi. That's interesting. If we swap those two around and then put Fabinho in, that's 84 chemistry. If we swap those two around, that's still 84 chemistry, and then Nzonzi takes up to 87. So that's 87 chemistry. That's not bad. Manolas, Donnarumma, my fullbacks I'm not happy with. I would probably switch them around in game as well. Right. Ooh, Rafa Varane is huge. It's what I asked for. I know Ronaldo's there, but Varane is what I asked for. We'll pop Varane in there. I want Manolas back in the team. I'm going to have to switch everyone around again. Swap those around, Jordi Alba, Varane, and then we'll get him out for Manolas. It's not ideal. Ben Arthur's still good. It's the right back that's the problem. Kazawa actually benefits us more. He gets more chemistry because he gets up to 6. Gulam as well. Is Gulam going to work out here? Yeah, Gulam even works even better. He gets 4 chem, but he puts Manolas up to 7. I think I'd rate that. Gulam the only player wildly off chemistry. So if we could get a Calciue right back, that would be fantastic. We get Darmian, he's Italian, doesn't work. Thorgan Hazard, Kolasinac, none of this works. So I'm going to take Thorgan Hazard. And then our final pick, guys, is going to be Darmian and Luke Shaw. I don't care about any of these. I'm going to take Luke Shaw. So, we've got Messi and Mane as good subs, good offensive subs. We've got Fabinho as a good defensive sub. Kazawa, I don't want. I'll put Luke Shaw on the bench because he's got a shadow, so I might sub him on as a defender. I don't want Adan either. I'll take Luis Muriel. I'm happy with the bench. I'm happy with the team. Lewandowski and Pele, fantastic. Ben Arfa and James Rodriguez is great. Cyprian and Nzonzi is fine. Varane and Jordi Alba is fantastic. Donnarumma and Manolas are good. And then Gulam is okay. I'm just worried about the lack of chemistry. Maybe I could have done a little bit better for chemistry. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the 4-2-2. Maybe that was the mistake. We're really only going to get up to 85 chemistry. We are. I'll take the Pro League manager to get Manolas up to 8 chemistry. That's the team, guys. I don't know really what I expect out of this team. My attack is really, really good, and the defense is good, but off chem. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go get into some games, guys. I will be right back. Okay guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 3-5-2, 91 chemistry, 84 rated squad, and what a team he has got up front. Midfield and defence is a little bit interesting, but it's quite a good attacking side, that's for sure. There's a lot of gameplay today, a lot of goals in all 4 games. That's right, we do make it to the final. Whether or not we win the final or not, you'll have to wait and see. But there was 10 goals in game 1. 9 goals in game 2, I think maybe 9 goals in game 3 and 7 goals in the final. It was just constant goals. So I thought what I'd do today is instead of just talking about the gameplay as I normally do, we'll actually take some comments from the comment section because it is a long time and it'll be nice to talk about some stuff. I don't really like address comments or anything like that from draft like I do in Road to Glory, so I thought, hey, maybe this would be quite fun. Watch out in this episode as well for Pele, guys. Pele is ridiculous. I used Maradona before and he was very good. Pele is next level until he's not, of course. In the final, he made some mistakes and he ended up missing a few easy chances for me in the final, but didn't really make any difference. But yeah, in the first 3 games, he just put away some incredible chances. Look at this, the scoop turn of dreams, the low driven, the shot, the goal. Very nice indeed. So the first comment that I picked up was from David Emmett. He says, what about the tax after selling players? Talking about obviously the spreadsheet with all the data and all the coins earned, etc. And yeah, you're right, that tax isn't considered into it. Of course, tax is just 5%, right? So in terms of tax on players I've kept, there's no tax to consider for those guys because that's their current selling price, which could fluctuate. But in terms of tax from the items that I have sold, that works out to be about 17,000 coins. So off the total profit and loss, we could take 17,000 off, and it still keeps my total profit at about 242,000 coins if I sold everything. And it keeps my profit at 113,000 coins currently, and then of course taking into consideration that I actually have 120,000 coins worth of items just sitting in the club that I'm not selling on purpose. Not that I'm lazy with these ones, but they're useful and usable for me going forwards. So that was the first comment. The next comment was from Love You Shay M. And I wonder if you're talking about Shay Mitchell, who, by the way, is fantastic. Says, do a draft where you choose the players with the most stamina, could be fun. And I see a lot of people ask me about themed drafts already. I know at the back end of FIFA 17, we was doing really well with themed drafts. You know, we was taking silly drafts. And within those silly drafts, we were actually getting a lot of good results, a lot of wins, a lot of finals, and it was quite easy. But I think one of the reasons why it was quite easy because there were so many players in the game at that point. Look at that from Pele, by the way. My word. The scoop over the defender, the half volley into the back of the net. Phenomenal stuff. And that's not even the best goal he scores in this video. I don't know if you guys want to see themed drafts this early. I don't know if I'm ready to do themed drafts because as it is, I'm currently, you know, trying to get my head around just playing the game, building the best team that I feel like I could build, and then playing to try and get to the final or better. I feel like if I started doing themed drafts this early, it would end up giving me like really poor teams. Like for example, if I tried to do a French squad, at the back end of FIFA 17, there were so many informs and team of the seasons and such that, and you know, man of the matches and special cards that I could have picked from that would have really aided my ability to win the draft. Whereas this time, I might just end up getting a really bad set of players that are French, and it wouldn't be necessarily a positive thing. But if you guys do want to see themed drafts, I would be more than happy to bring themed drafts back. Maybe like once every 3rd or 4th episode. You know, in terms of what Draft to Glory is about, Draft to Glory is, well, it started in FIFA 16 and the whole purpose of Draft to Glory was to see if we could make profit over time without spending any money. You know, just that first 15,000 coins that entered into the draft and seeing if we could make money. And we did. We made millions in FIFA 16 and the same thing in FIFA 17. We made millions in FIFA 17. In FIFA 18, we're 13 drafts in, well, we're 13 episodes, but 14 drafts in, including today's video, of course, and we are already over 250,000 coins in profit, and that can only potentially go up if the price of things that we have goes up. So I think, once again, I've proven that, yes, you can make sustained profit from draft, and even though for me personally, and for you know, my ego and my bruised ego essentially, it's been really disappointing that I've lost so many games from so early on. You know, I've lost a couple of first rounders, like several second rounders, a lot of semis, and 3 or 4 finals. Even with that in mind, it actually benefits the series more because it would more attribute itself to your average or common player. And so if you're a common player, you know, last year a lot of people were saying, well, of course you're going to make profit every draft, because I think out of like the first 15 drafts last year, I'd won 8 or 9, and the rest of them I'd got to at least a semi-final or final. And I think people were kind of under the impression that, well, of course you're going to make profit. You get into this late stage every single time, and we can't do that. Well, this time, I'm not getting to the late stage every single time, and I'm still making considerable amounts of profit. So I think in terms of what Draft to Glory is about, is that the core principle of the series has once again been achieved. You know, yes, we can make continued long-term profit via the draft and spend money on nothing else. So I would be open to doing themed drafts again, because of the fact that we have achieved already the core principles. But I still think I would be putting myself at a massive hindrance this early on, and I don't think that is the smartest thing to do. But I will take your opinions, guys, in the comment section below. Mac McLean says, bull effing sheet, Craig, you've made about 6k. And I saw a lot of comments about this. I saw a lot of comments saying there's no way you've made that many coins, this isn't your draft profit, this is you buying coins and selling things, and etc, etc. And I'm gonna, the guy that makes a spreadsheet, I'm gonna ask him if we can get like a read-only version, so I can give you guys a link so you can go and look at it. But if I take any draft, for example, let's take one of the popular ones, right, where I made a lot of coins. So draft 8, because I've got all the information, right? So in draft 8, I won the draft, I believe. I got 2,818 match coins. I didn't discard anything, so I didn't make anything from discard values. Obviously, I spent 15,000 coins on entering the draft. But in that one, I packed Petr, who sold at the time for 32,500. I packed Nemanja Matic, who sold for 15,000. I packed a guy called Carioca, who sold for 1,800. I packed Caliguiri, who sold for 2,000. I packed the guy Herrera, not Ander Herrera, who sold for 1,400. We packed Luizinho left back 1,600. Jota left wing at 1,000, and a guy called Sulu, who sold for 1,200. I also used 3 of those players in squad building challenges, a guy called Deme, a guy called Walters, and a guy called Raphael, and that left me with another whole bunch of players that have a total current value of 11,000 coins. So off that draft alone, I sold 56,500 coins worth of items. I made 3,000 from match coins, and I have 11,000 at current value sitting in the club. Now, the reason why they're sitting in the club is because, for example, Van der Weel, who will sell for 1,200 coins, if he's ever needed for an SBC, you know, like a real specific SBC, his value will go up to 5,000 or 6,000 coins, so I'll make even more money. So from that draft alone, I made 44,000 from the stuff that I sold, after we take into consideration the 15,000 entry fee, and 11,000 from the stuff that we kept. So that's a huge, obviously a huge amount of profit. I also want to go to a draft where there's a lot of consumables. So in draft number 9, I actually lost 5,664 coins, not including the things that I kept. But from the current value of the items that I kept, they are worth about 7,000 coins. So when eventually I get around to selling those, I would have made profit. So in this one, it's technically not profit, but it is profit, if you get what I mean. Like, so the way it works is that in this draft I lost in round 1. I made 710 match coins. I made 1,176 coins from the discard items. In terms of items sold, so in the packs that we got a guy called Holt, who sold for 600 coins, a guy called Kebalos, who sold for 1,000 coins, a guy called Palacio, who sold for 1,400, Sportiello sold for 850, Aquino sold for 800, and Raphael, the goalkeeper, sold for 850. So in terms of items sold, we actually made 7,450 coins, of course before tax, from items sold. So we were only 5,600 coins short. But on top of that, we have gold contracts, which we got 4 gold contracts, 1 silver and 1 manager gold. And because of daily objectives and weekly objectives and such, and the fact that people play a lot of games this year due to squad battles, contracts sell almost every single time. Like last year, I would have had to relist contracts for 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 hours to get them to sell. This year, it usually sells immediately, sometimes a second sale. So I made 1,100 coins from the 6 contracts that I made. We got a Deadeye Chemistry Star that sells for like 250, 300 coins. An Architect Chemistry Star that at the time was selling for 200 coins. We got 2 gold fitness cards which also go for 400 coins. Like, we made some really, really good money just from the consumables. And then we have a whole bunch of players that are silver and some golds that are sat in the club waiting for their price to increase, so that when we sell them, we'll end up making a huge amount of profit. So I think there are a few drafts. So draft 4, draft 6, draft 9 are 3 drafts where I lost coins in terms of what I've sold, not what I've kept. But in terms of what I've kept as well, they are all profitable drafts because I kept things that obviously have a high value, or that could have potential high value. And what I'll do, as I say, guys, I'll get the I'll get my main man Ken, who makes the spreadsheet for me, to get like a read-only version, so you guys can go in and have a look at everything I packed, everything I've sold, what I sold it for, if I kept it, why I kept it, whether or not I used it for a squad building challenge or not, and keep track of the overall profit, because there's nothing untoward going on here. You know what I mean? Like, this is legitimate profit. We have made, well, we've got 120,000 coins at the time I recorded the prices of items in the club. So 120,000 just sat in the club. We've made 350,000 from selling items, not taking into consideration the 5k tax. And then we've spent 210,000 on draft entries. So altogether, that makes about 242,000 profit or so, give or take. Not, you know, considering tax. I can't really do it off the top of my head. There was another couple of comments, but we are at the end of the draft video now. You can see, guys, in the final, I went 4-0 down. I did have so many opportunities. The difference in this final was my opponent's attack was so good, he actually took his chances, whereas I couldn't. But I got to 4-1. I actually pulled it back to 4-2 as well a few minutes later. And I thought, you know what, I could get back in here, but unfortunately I couldn't get back in. He started passing the ball around the defence a little bit, you know, playing passive. And so I went all out attack to try and get in and pick up the ball, which ended up leaving me exposed defensively. So I eventually broke through in the 90th minute with Pele. Get a good save on it from Donnarumma, but the ball falls to his player, and that is the end of the draft. So 5-2 lost in the final, but I'm more than happy to get to the final and lose. You know, I think that's a good place to be every single episode, so hopefully we can stay around there. I think also, guys, in the end section where we open the packs, I think I said that he's got 5 at the back. I know he hasn't got 5 at the back. He had 4 at the back. If I did say he had 5 at the back, that's my mistake. I know he had 4 at the back. But this is going to be the end of the gameplay, guys. Let's get into the packs. Alright, guys, so we end up losing in the final today. Quite unfortunate to lose in the final. I was controlling the game quite comfortably until I conceded. That guy's attack was just too good. You know, Bale, Ronaldo and Pele was difficult to deal with. That was a problem, you know. But by half-time, I think I was 3-0 down already by half-time, in spite of the fact that he had, I think, 4 shots and 3 on target, or I was 2-0 down and he had 3 shots and 2 on target. But he made the most of his chances, and at that point I went ultra-attacking to try and get back into it, and then he started countering a lot more and had a lot more chances, hence the next goal. I did manage to put a couple of goals back, and then, you know, all out attacking the 90th just to try and see if I could sneak back in, but unfortunately couldn't, and then got a hit on the counter to lose 5-2. But I was happy with that because I wasn't impressed with this team. Pele carried this team completely. Pele and Messi, actually. When Messi came on instead of Ben Arthur at half-time in every game, it was so easy to score goals. As soon as I came up against a semi-competent defender, somebody who had a bit of luck as well, because I think I hit the post 3 times in the final before he'd even scored. I missed a sitter with Pele. I missed an easy chance again with Pele, actually, that hit the post at 1-0 down. And as much as he carried me through the first 3 games, he actually did miss a few easy chances in the final, which was a bit disappointing. But the first 3 games were so easy, not because of the defence. Actually, the defence was right. It's the midfield. Cyprien and Zonzi. Rodriguez has just got such low stamina. What, a 68 stamina, not very good. Hatton Ben Arthur, 67 stamina, not very good. Cyprien, I think, has got a lot of stam. Yeah, he's got 86, and then Zonzi, I think, is in the 80s as well, 86 also. They were pretty good, but, you know, they're quite lethargic. They're not the best players. The low stam for Rodriguez and Ben Arthur was difficult to deal with. But as I say, fortunately in the first 3 games, Pele and Messi carried me until the final, where I couldn't get that initial breakthrough, and we end up conceding the first goal, and it was just curtains from there. And credit to my opponent, though. You know, he played really well. He scored some nice goals, and he played a sensible game. With an attack like that, he had 5 at the back, and he just played a counter-attacking game. We get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. and a premium gold players pack. I've already made 3,000 coins off the match coin, so I only need to make 12,000 coins out of these 2 packs to get my money back and make some profit. And we don't get a flare in the first pack, but we do get a shiny gold player, and it's going to be Spanish centre mid Saul. Didn't he score today, actually, for Atletico Madrid against Barcelona? I think he might have scored today. Let's see if he's going for anything decent. Nothing else decent in there. There might be a Gabriel Jesus right at the back. So he's worth about 2.4k. I'm actually going to list him straight up. I'll take 2.4k off of him. Very nice indeed. We get Malcolm and Jefferson. Now, Jefferson could be worth a bit for the Liga NOS SBC. Ooh, 2.3k. We'll get 2.5k for him as well. That's nice. We're going to make profit again here, guys. No question about it. We get this guy. I don't think he's worth anything. We'll have a look. Oh, my God. 1.7k for him as well. I'll take that. There you go. We'll send Malcolm and Munir to the trade pile. Sorry, to the club. The contracts, a fitness card, the left mid to left wing, and the backbone. And we get a free pack. That is not bad. It's a loan pack, which is a bit disappointing. But it's not the end of the world. Moreno will send up, and we get 226 discard coins there. Let me note those down. We get an ultimate loan reward player pack. I wonder if we get an icon out of this. That'd be quite nice to get an icon. I don't know whether it's like a proper walkout or not. The ball's come down. It's going to be Hamšík. No, Handanovic. That's not bad. I'm going to use Handanovic for 7 games. I've got a Calcio A team that he'll fit well in. That's quite nice. He'll go into my last FUT Champs game, so that's pretty decent. We get a fitness card and a manager that I'm going to discard, the Scotland kit as well. So another 116 discardable coins, and then a premium gold players pack as well, guys. And we should be making profit. We've got a board down, a walkout board down, wherever it is. Who is it? Italian striker. Chiro. Oh, Belotti. That's sick. I actually bought him. He's like 10k. Yes, EA. Yes, an 83 rated Belotti. I've now got a first owner Belotti. I've got a Belotti already with a hunter on him. I'll sell him now. That's like a 10k player. And once again, guys, we've made profit off draft. Let's go. We get a Balotelli in there as well, and a Perez. Oh, imagine if that was, you know who I mean. We'll send Perez to the trade pile. This guy might be worth a bit as a Turkish league player. Yeah, I mean, maybe like, I'll list him up 1,400 coins. That's nice. These guys will just send in for now. Russian league might be worth something. I'm going to check the price of Balotelli as well. As an 82 rated, he could be worth a nice bit. 2,000 maybe. I'll hold on to Balotelli. I feel like he'll be worth hanging on to. The Russian league goalkeeper's not going to be worth too much either. And then Belotti, guys, is about 8 to 10k. 9.7 there. I'm not going to sell this one. I think I might... No, you know what? I will sell this one. There you go. 10k there. So I'm going to get rid of him for about 9,000 coins. And that, guys, was a fantastic, again, draft where we have, again, made profit. Look at that. Jefferson went. Zabek went. Belotti has already gone. Just from these alone, we've made all our money back, including match coins. Everything else is profit. Saul, profit. This guy, profit. Moreno, how much is he going for? Because he might be worth a nice chunk. We get 1,400 for him. Boom. More profit. Draft is just profit. Even though we didn't win this time, I'm actually happy that we got a win and a final loss with a team that wasn't quite competitive enough. I'm really content with that. I'm more impressed again that we're just making profit over and over again, which is great. This, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.